Hi there, we are having problems with the oven fan not working and taking a long time to start when the oven is switched on, and occasionally it stops during baking, etc., and the element glows red. The fan can be got to start by playing around with the LH power switch. Any ideas? Many thanks, Noel.
Hi. Can you tell me the make and model, please?
Competence 76580B.
Okay, the fan is slow in starting, and sometimes doesn't start at all, is that correct? When this happens, you can see the element glowing orange, correct? You say the fan was replaced. When was this and why? Thanks, Rob.
Serviceman changed fan, but I think it's the switch.
Well, I don't know what he was thinking. The fan itself will not affect the running of the motor. It is the motor that needs to be replaced. Over time the bearing can seize up due to the high temperatures of the oven. Please see here for the motor. I am not sure these people send parts to Ireland, so you may need to contact your local IG agent. If the guy only recently fitted the fan, you should call him back. Thanks, Rob. Hi, you left me negative feedback. I understand that you thought you hadn't got an answer, but that was because you accepted the answer before I gave it to you. Because this affects me badly, and I have given you the correct answer, would you please be kind enough to say that you would like to retract your negative feedback in the box below, and then I can forward it to customer services and they will remove it. Thanks, Rob.
Not sure what motor you are talking about. The fan is the one at the back of the oven, that you can see the blades when you look in the door. When this doesn't start, the element glows red. We can get the fan to start by twisting clockwise and CCW the button push and cooking selector called button A in user manual.
The fan is just that. That's what you said the guy changed. The motor is the bit behind that turns the fan inside the oven. How long ago did he change this? Thanks, Rob.
Today. After the fan being changed, the problem still remained. He finally agreed to consider that it might be the switch. What do you think? Do you have a parts list for that model?
Was it just the fan he changed or the motor and fan? It is not at all likely to be the switch. Is this guy from IG? Thanks, Rob.
This is the second time that he changed the motor which drives the fan blades. He took the blades off from inside the oven and twisted the motor CW or CCW to remove it. He is the designated serviceman for IG.
I am happy to continue this but would ask you to reconsider the negative feedback that you left me. Please see my post above.
Sorry for the negative response and wish to withdraw the comment. I will update the comment later.
Thanks for that. It is extremely odd that he has replaced the motor assembly twice. If he has indeed replaced this motor, this is wired in such a way that the element shouldn't come on without the motor being in circuit. In other words, the fan should always run if the element is on. If there is a mechanical fault with the motor, which stops the fan from turning, it is possible for the element to glow. But this would be due to a mechanical fault with the motor. My guess is that he either didn't replace the motor twice, or has fitted it incorrectly. I still think it unlikely to be the switch. However, he is authorized by IG, so we'll have access to all the diagrams etc., and he should be able to resolve this for you. Thanks, Rob.
He did replace the motor twice, today and about 6 weeks ago. He told me that he did. I can understand why when you turn on the knob the element gets hot and glows but the fan doesn't start. After a few minutes the fan on top of the cooker starts. How would one get access to wiring diagrams? /service manual /parts list.
If the bearing on the motor is sticking, it is still trying to turn. These motors are not powerful and easily stopped. After a few minutes of trying to turn, they may well start up. The engineer will have access to the diagrams etc. IG are very protective of these and do not allow outsiders to have access to them. Thanks, Rob.
http://www.buyspares.co.uk/search.pl? Query equals IG plus 76580B and page equals 1. That is the motor that he changed today. Are you saying that the element cannot operate with fan motor being energized? What I'm asking is, are there two separate supplies coming from the switch to the element and the fan motor? Are you still satisfied that it is the fan motor and not the switch?
Hi, there is normally one supply to both, so that the element wouldn't come on without the fan, unless the fan is mechanically stopped. Whilst I am fairly confident it is not the switch, he has the diagram and is able to test it physically. I am only able to diagnose at a distance, and from what you tell me. Thanks, Rob. One last thought, it really is so ridiculously easy for him to check. All he has to do is disconnect the element temporarily, put a meter on the motor and turn the switch on. He should get 240V there straight away. If he does, he knows it's a problem with the motor. If he doesn't, he needs to trace back the wiring. It's a really simple circuit to follow. Good luck. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks. I'll try it myself.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.